Hello, everybody, and welcome to our very first episode of the Gossamer Veil. I'm your DM for the evening for the first time ever, Katie, and I'm joined by, let's see who's the order because I don't know our order. Let me pull up the stream.
That's why you gotta
Jillian,
write it down every
I, well,
time.
I'm going to, I just didn't know what order everyone was in. Uh, Jillian, Kyle, Mac, and Greg. But before we get started, I'm going to do a little announcement first. We are doing a dice giveaway in celebration of the first episode of the game. You can follow the link in chat to get all of your entries in. And if you stick around long enough, I will be giving you a special code right before we go on break. And then at the very end of the stream, we will announce our winner. With that, is everybody ready to begin? All right. We are settling into a world that's based on Irish mythology for anyone that knows about it. It's a world where the gods are seen as fae, and in this version, they have split apart. There was a great war 500 years ago that left the world in great turmoil. The seven kingdoms are a complete wreck. They're the gods, the Tua De Danann, split sides, one staying with the Fae, the others joining the mortals to end this. But there are scars left everywhere you look. It's bled over. The creatures have, some of them have changed entirely. They're different colors. You'll see strange fauna, but that doesn't really affect much. Day to day life is still the same for most people. That crime, corruption, chaos, rampant. And where you might have seen heroes before that would go out and right those wrongs, now it's really only the desperate who are taking up arms. But we don't have to worry about that today as we focus in on the port town of Amberwater as the sun is setting and casting long shadows over this bustling port town. You all see a crowd of people gathering outside where you can see looming black and white striped tents surrounded by this white bronze fence with a currently unilluminated sign that says the Midnight Menagerie. The crowd is bustling, they're pushing forward, trying to get a look at what's inside. You can smell popcorn, caramel, some spices on the air. And to start off, the first that arrive from our group, Jillian and then Greg, would you describe your characters, please?
Sure. Uh, my character, his name is Madden. He is a human paladin. He is a young man, looks around mid-20s, has slightly tanned skin, uh, a bit of a scar across his nose, faded over time. He also has a couple burst blood vessels in his eyes. He has a haircut where his hair is shaved on the sides and longer on the top, and it's bad. It is not good. It is a bad haircut. It looks like he did it himself, and it didn't go according to plan. But when you're like, if I keep going, it'll get worse. Maybe that was the situation. So he is stuck with his yee ass haircut, and that's just who he has to be. He has on patchwork armor, looks old, kind of ruined. Same with the maul at his side. Um, to be fair, with the vaguely fresh injuries on his body and armor and general appearance, I love my boy, but he looks like a bandit. This man is just standing in the middle of this crowd looking like a bandit. And that's Madden.
Well, opposite vibes. Kian, though similar age, he's human. He's about average height. He maybe has missed a few haircuts. He's got long strawberry blonde hair. Tries to keep most of it tied back, but that does not always stay. Um, he's got green eyes, and underneath he's got these little drawings of mistletoe, little mistletoe branches. He's clad in like some light cleric's garments under his chainmail, and he's got a quarterstaff with him, which doubles as a walking stick. It's decorated in some vining foliage, and he's also wearing a pendant of an eye, and it's got 3 teardrops hanging from it. That denotes him as a cleric of Ereved.
Wonderful. And
Definitely does not look like a bandit.
yeah, complete opposites for sure. And to announce the third member of your group, could you both give me another dexterity saving throw with advantage
Hell
this
yeah.
time, though?
Hey. It just don't get better, do it?
No?
Uh, it'd be a flat 10.
Hmm.
Dirty 20.
Uh,
Ooh.
Kian, you step back easily. You were expecting this to happen again. Madden, black and white hooded croats fully smacks into your chest, dropping a claw full of buttons at your feet.
Thanks. Uh, he'll scoop up the buttons and pick up the bird like a football and just sort of hold it
Mhm.
like feet up and like scoop buttons into his pockets.
Fantastic.
Kian's gonna ask, does she have a name?
He like almost like looking for like a name tag, just kind of like turns the crow over in his hand. Um, no, you're welcome to come up with one if you want to.
All right.
All right.
And while you dwell on a name, a man walks through the crowd strumming an instrument. Kyle, would you introduce your character?
I'm playing Jack O'Malice. He's a half elven man. Uh, on the tallish side for a half elf. Has tanned, weathered skin. Uh, very visibly entering middle age. Starting to see some crow's feet on his eyes and some smile lines and some furrows on his brow. Uh, might be entering middle age a little early, even as far as half elves go, just because he's lived a lifestyle outside and the tanning and weathering of his skin makes it seem that way. But his garb is neat, neat traveling clothes, kept clean. Wears his hair in, somewhat fashionable, shortish dreadlocks with green dye throughout them, green dye through his beard, and piercings in his ears and several facial piercings. He's a thin and wiry man, uh, and he is ambling through a crowd of strangers, strumming a mandolin with a backpack on his back and uh, all his possessions in the world in that bag.
Yeah. You can notice a small child is pointing you out to their mom, trying to like pull on their the bottom of their skirt. Like, mommy, look at it, look! I'm trying to get her to. And she'll just pass a coin over,
I'll
whole copper.
Jack will give a little nod and strum a little bit and cast prestidigitation as he strums, and little waves of vibration sound are visible in the colors of the rainbow coming off of his strings. Uh, give a little wink to the kid.
Uh, Mom's gonna try to pull the kid away, but they are fully enraptured. And further to the side, a very tall individual is walking through the crowd as with another companion who is practicing his moves to maneuver through, but letting you make the actual pathway. Would you describe your character, Math?
Yeah. So a young Furbolg woman with bright violet eyes, shaggy chestnut and fuchsia hair braided with feathers, beads, flowers, and a light teal complexion. Lamb underbow tries to make her significant size suit the situation at hand. She's of a size where she usually needs to hunch to step through doors or avoid towering above a crowd. She wears layered dresses of linen and wool in greens and browns and natural colors with cuttings from the forest. And she leans on a staff of young ash, which occasionally blooms peculiar yellow primroses. She's kind of following along beside her friend, sort of looking around curiously. She seems interested, amused, curious, also just the slightest bit concerned, but she's interested to know what this place is about and is looking around trying to get an idea of what the crowd is like.
Your companion is fully helping you lead the way to where you spotted the guild master. But what is everyone doing? What would you all like to do in this moment?
So, for clarification, did you say
Mhm.
there's like a fence around this area?
There, around the circus, there is a white bronze fence. It's not
Okay.
quite open yet.
Uh, Not much to do, I suppose. Just like staring at the entryway. We could go back to the guild.
What about the name Peanut?
Um, what do you think? And like the crow's like fully upside down.
Yeah, terrible crow.
Oh no.
That's all you get.
Is that a yes or a no? Like looks at Kian.
Mm.
Didn't sound like a no.
Not 100% sure about the yes, but didn't sound like a no.
It was a squawk.
Mm.
That's. Mm-hmm.
We'll keep pondering.
You didn't get attacked or anything, so positive maybe.
Yeah, Madden will loosen his grip also if possibly Peanut wants to be free, but will continue to hold her just upside down.
Upon release, possibly Peanut is what we're going to call this bird, hops from the hand to make the nest in the hair.
Mm.
And just settles it.
His terrible haircut now looks even worse.
It looks like the bird nest it was meant to be.
Exactly.
Doesn't do
We've
anything to
got a
try to
vote for
remove her.
Crouton. Okay.
I'd say arguably it's better
Mm.
with bird.
See, now it has purpose.
Yeah.
Now it has purpose, energy.
Oh, sorry. What were you asking?
um, Nothing. Madden will focus elsewhere.
Well, I think that Lamb is just sort of trying to touch base with the guild leader, but also sort of trying to see whether or not she can spot, I guess, like somebody who might look like a barker or a ringleader or, the other types of people that you see running around an entertainment venue circus thing.
You can go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'll give it a shot. It's a natural 20.
Well, there you go.
Well, there we are.
We got our first nat 20.
It's gonna be the only one for a while, I bet you anything.
Hey, you never know.
Lamb doesn't have to have Nana's luck. Like,
Yeah, you
I
could
really
have good
hope- Whole new
goals.
I
character
really
here.
hope not. I'd love for Lamb to have somebody else's luck besides Nana's.
Exactly. Lamb, you're looking around. You don't really see anyone in the crowd, but if you are looking along the fence, there is what appears to be like a ticket booth right on the other side of the gate, and you can see somebody is in there looking like they're getting ready to come out and unlock the doors.
Ooh, I see. Okay, okay. All right. Interesting, interesting. Well, I think she would at least point that out to her friend. If nothing else, maybe we could inquire with them once we're finished catching up with the guildmaster, eh?
Sure. Reese, 20-year-old human man, for those of you who have not met this beautiful child. Yes,
He's a hacky sack master, I'll tell you
he
what.
sure
He's
is.
so good at hacky sack.
He has flowing dark brown hair, just tied back with a little piece of leather, and is actively carrying a hacky sack because he was interrupted playing. And it's like, yeah, we could just go up where Gwenny is, and you can tell her that I improved. Maybe, maybe I can take a different job tomorrow, something
Mm-hmm.
outside of town.
We'll have to see what's available and
I take
what
that as a yes.
we'll have to see. We'll have to
Let's
see.
go.
Right?
Yeah, grab her
Right.
arm, start
Okay.
moving up
Right,
towards
right.
where she is. Is Jack doing anything? Is he just wandering the crowd?
Jack continues to weave his way through the crowd, playing, giving a little flourish here or there, uh,
Hmm.
tipping his non existent hat to whoever tosses a coin his way, but uh, just wandering his way, trying to figure out uh, kind of where to get a drink. That was his goal when he got to town. He's got more coin in his pocket than he
Hmm.
probably has in a year um,
That,
at this moment. So just looking at
Burning a hole in
what,
there.
yeah, what is this event that has drawn me away from the tavern that was the place I had intended to go?
yeah. Well, you did get your flask refilled
Yeah, but
on your way in, so you do have a
we're
little bit of
halfway
drink on you.
we're halfway through this crowd. That has got to
Yeah,
be empty by now.
possibly.
Mm.
There are no vendors outside of the fence, sadly. But as you make your way up, you do see the same thing that Lamb saw. This person is fully up at the gate, unlocking it as the sun is about to fully set. Yeah.
How common are giant blue furbolgs in this world?
It depends on where you've been. Since you have traveled to different towns a lot, you've seen people of, I would say, you've seen a furbolg or two. You haven't seen a main settlement.
Is it something that would catch the eye of somebody, whether or not they're well traveled or not? That this person that towers a head and a half over anybody else nearby.
I mean, I think that always catches your eye. Somebody that
That's
much
one of the
taller than
reasons
you.
why
So
Lamb
tall.
stoops so
So
much. But it
tall.
only does so much. She is
Is
8 feet
Keld not
when
a
she
deacon?
stands up straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that just out of curiosity and familiarizing himself with uh, what's around, the new surroundings, he'd probably make his way over to Lamb, uh, continuing to strum on his mandolin and just casually approach. Good evening, lass.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
I'm doing fair to middling. What, you know what's going on here?
I've not a clue,
Uh,
honestly. Well, I mean, I know a bit, but nothing that I've heard what was official.
I hadn't heard of any festivals coming to town, but
All right.
just got in myself.
Mm-hmm.
if we go over to Gwynny, Gwynny might know. She was the first one here out of us.
It's very true. It's very
She's
true.
been here all day, apparently.
Right, right. Yeah, she's a guild master here in
Mhm.
town. I've been working with her for a couple of weeks. Lamb Underbow, nice to meet you.
Jack O'Malice, and he'll warm his hands up a little, press digitation, and extend for a handshake.
She will definitely shake his hand. Like her hand is so big. Her hand is so big, but she is very,
How big
very.
is
How big is the hand?
I mean, like,
it?
I would say the hand probably could like just whomp right over his head, probably like the whole head and face, I would imagine. But she is just so delicate with this handshake. She is so very soft and gentle, and she's just. I'm not exactly from town. Only been in town a couple of weeks, so I've been working with the guild really. But
That's a port town, lass, and no one hears from here.
mm, it's true. It's true. Do
Reese
feel a
kind
little
of holds his
cringed,
hand
but
up. I was from here. Reese is gonna hold his hand out for a fist bump.
yeah.
No, no one's perfect, laddie. Uh,
Well, everybody's got to be from somewhere, and everywhere's got to be somebody's home. Aye? You never know where somebody's going to be born.
and Jack will give him the fist bump.
Great. He's gonna start making his way over to
Yeah.
Gwyn and abandon you two. Who's
Lamb will be making her way in the direction. I figured we were kind of walking and talking a little bit as it was, but yeah.
sure.
Yeah. What brings you into town then, Jack?
Nowhere else to be. Looking for a fair bit of work. Seeing if there's some odd jobs. Maybe clearing some brush away in the spring. Maybe an underburn or something for the farmers. But
The guild
uh,
does coordinate that sort of work. Definitely. You'll want to talk with Gwynny once we've uh, Gwendolyn. Once we get an opportunity to catch up with her.
that's where I'll make my way as soon as we've met up.
Aye, aye. Here, let me. She'll kind of like take the lead ahead of you and sort of like gently clear a path through the crowd towards where we're heading. It's not the same energy as Fezzik with "Everybody move." It's more like she's just gently like, "Pardon me, excuse me, pardon, excuse, sorry. Oh, lovely day, isn't it?" You know, that sort of thing.
I think Jack's kind of entirely capable of making his way through the crowd. Every so often he'll flourish his mandolin up and spin around. He kind of dances as he walks naturally, anyways. Um, just has a very graceful way of making his way through this crowded area. But
It,
he notices and appreciates the effort.
Mm.
it's not too hard to get through this crowd because she is not right by the gate entry because of how big the crowd was. It wasn't necessary.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And you are welcome to be there. And as the sun fully sets, these gates are open, and you do see people are starting to go in and get tickets and head inside the circus fully.
Okay.
But you are all welcome to do whatever you want, of course.
Well, seems to be a big show. You sticking around for it?
I think so. At the very least, I'm gonna see what my guildmaster may or may not need me for. She's been here all day, like Reese said, and if there's official business we're required for, I'd hate to just up and leave and go to my rooms. I'd just as rather earn a bit of coin, but you know.
Let's meet up with your guild master, talk business, and maybe find ourselves a seat to see whatever show it is.
Seems fair to me. Hmm. Make
And
our way over.
is what was her name? Ginny, the guild master. She
Uh, Gwynny is what
Gwynny.
Reese
Sorry.
calls her.
Yes, which is not her proper
It is
name.
not her name.
It's escaping me because Max Smoothbrain. Can I get a reminder,
You've been
please?
around Reese all
I've been
day
around
hearing
her.
Gwynny, so
No, you're right. You're right. I've been hearing Reese say Gwynny all day. That's the one that's sticking. It's unfortunate.
And is she inside the gates or
no, she is
Mm-mm.
outside.
okay?
Yeah, no, she was avoiding being in the middle of that big throng that was pushed up against the gate.
So you two can head that way. Madden and Kian, what are you two doing now that these gates are open and it looks like things are happening finally?
Did did you want to go in?
I think Kian's been probably just like keeping an eye on the gates this whole time. So as soon as it does start like looking alive, yeah. I think we should go
Alright.
check it out.
All right. Madden just walks in a straight line to the tickets. Like there's no like bing bonging around people. It is just a
Mm-mm.
straight line to get them
Mhm.
there.
Nice.
Madden rushes in.
Well, keep up.
He's not going too fast, but he is definitely not moving out of people's way or trying to
Hmm.
wiggle around people.
I see.
Madden moves from
So
point
Keen
A to point
behind you,
B.
forced to be like, "Excuse me, sorry, pardon me."
Uh, you definitely see Madden does get a few dirty looks from some of the
Mm.
crowd as they are sort of shoved out of the way,
Mm.
but no one is gonna fight him about it.
Thank God. There's
Not with
still
that
time for
yee
that.
ass haircut. A man who commits to that, you don't know what else he'll commit to.
I'm, is Madden still covered in blood? That's the question.
The thing is,
Oh,
I don't
no.
think he cleaned it off.
Oh,
I don't think
Yeah.
he
God.
thought about that because
Oh,
I don't think he
God.
did.
So no one's
Did
saying
Kian?
a word to him.
Okay.
I feel like as we approach the gates and Kian actually gets eyes on him, I think we need to do something about this.
Get a little.
That feels really pointed.
You're the one covered in blood. I'm just saying.
Oh, I thought there was something wrong with my face.
Oh, buddy.
No. Well, your eyes are concerning me, but
Well, that it'll clear up by morning.
has that happened before?
Yeah, a bit recently.
Hmm.
Doesn't really like hurt or anything. So
I might be able to help.
sure. Do you have like a napkin or like a piece of fabric? I could. Where's the worst of it? And he just like takes like this sleeve and is just like rubbing at blood on his body.
Kian will pass like a little skin of water here.
I don't know if
Better.
that's really gonna make much of a difference.
Mm. Oh, we tried.
Well, thank you.
Out of curiosity, how far away are these jokers from where Gwynny is posted up?
If you two are closing in on the gate, so she probably posted about like 30-ish feet away from the gate. So still along that fence so people could easily find her,
Right.
but
Okay.
not right there because
Okay.
she is a smart individual and did not want to potentially be in the line of a stampede.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. This seemed like a very fervent crowd. So I'm assuming probably Lamb maybe like saw some of like the people moving out of the way, but
Mm.
it's probably far enough away that it's like
It,
didn't really catch much of the deets.
unless you roll perception and want to do really good again, at the
mean,
moment it just
for-
looks like a crowd moving.
I mean, yeah, I'll do a perception because she is tall. She feels like she might spot something, but
Sure.
we'll see. Do the dice think so? No. The dice don't think so. The dice really do not believe so. It's a 2 on there plus 4, so it's a 6.
People are moving towards the gate. And some might be
Yup.
moving a little aggressively toward the gate.
Some people are pretty impatient. They really want to get in there.
Yeah, we
Kian
want to
will
go get
ahead
in
and
there.
snag some tickets.
Bet you do.
Yeah, we'll go up to we'll get in line or go up to the ticket counter.
If you are buying a ticket, it is 5 silver each.
All right. Kian will buy 2 tickets.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Sorry.
It's already done. I got
All right.
this.
And luckily, current peanut it gets in for free because bird.
Nice.
Yeah. So
This is my
Free
emotional
ticket.
support Corvid.
mhm.
All right. I guess I owe you. Madden will go in.
And as you two walk in, you can see what this circus looks like.
What is the Midnight Menagerie about?
What's this menagerie all about? I'll tell you. So as you walk in, the ground in front of you is painted in these black and white, like the Celtic knot spirals across the entire ground. There are tents circling the outside, and each set kind of looks like it's in its own circle, so that as you are winding through the paths, they kind of blend back into each other. To one side, you'll find a set of carnival games. There's a bunch of other tents as well if you're looking for shows. There's a big top tent that will have larger shows featured at it. In the center, you will come across a large bonfire. And placed throughout, you'll come across different food and drink vendors. It's kind of everything you could think of that might be at a carnival has its
This
own little pocket.
this sounds like a great place.
Hmm.
Where to? I guess.
Let's go this way. They'll just start walking towards one path. Which side were the games on?
You can go towards the games.
Towards the games, then.
Yes.
Wonderful. There are a lot of games.
Hell yeah.
So, as you're walking through, you come across a lot of tents filled with games. There are prizes set up everywhere. You can see there's a board set up with a bunch of everything here is following this black and white, just chromatic theme, but there's a board with a bunch of balloons on it. You can see set up with some bottles in towers. There's another one where you can toss rings onto bottles. There is a setup with a person at a table with 3 shells that is starting to get a little bit of a line. And there is also in near the back a larger area that looks like there is going to be some kind of race.
How's your aim?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Guess so. Let's go play that balloon game.
We go to the balloon game.
Right. Just blanket statement, every game is a silver to play.
Okay.
So however many you end up playing, just take that off as you go.
I'll just do a tally of silvers to deal with
Yeah.
later. One for
They
the
gotta make their
balloons.
money somehow,
That's true.
That
There she is.
you two can walk up to this tent. It's more of a canopy type situation. They aren't fully enclosed for the tent situation with the games. Walk up. Person is wearing just like striped overalls, a long sleeve shirt. Has some face paint on. Looks like they might have rushed a bit to get it done. Not pristine, but they're trying.
Good evening.
Oh, did you want? Do you want to play? You get 3 darts. Pop the balloon.
3 darts.
Let's go. Back and forth with the darts. See who's playing. Here you go.
Yeah, go ahead, Kian.
Okay.
Okay, just the balloons, not me. Right?
You're not going to be standing in front of them, are you?
No, that is not my job. Somebody else does something like that. Not
Oh.
me.
That must be a different booth. Okay.
Well, get as far out of the way as possible.
Mm. All right. Kian will
And
square up.
yeah, you can make 3
It's like, do I
dex
roll
checks
for
for
this?
me. You do have to roll. You have to do good at it to get the
Oh
prizes.
god.
I'm so
Okay.
And
sorry.
can Madden give the help action?
Sure. How are you helping?
Uh, Madden's watching Kian sort of like start to get the aim, and so Madden like takes a step back and like kind of angles himself like behind Kian's hand so that he's seeing from that angle, and reaches forward and like tilts Kian's hand slightly.
Hmm.
Sure. You have advantage on them.
Cool.
Nice.
So this is just a dex check
Yeah.
with advantage. 11.
Mm.
Hmm.
First one fully misses.
It's just trying to get the aim right.
No, like a little more like this.
Okay. Let's try that. Oh fuck. My dice ran away.
So enthusiastic.
It got worse. 7. It got
Even with the
worse.
advantage.
Shit, Kian.
Maybe I don't have good aim, okay?
Madden's gonna step up more and like grab more of his arm and like like kind of like
Gotta
very
recenter.
aggressive, very like ghost like we're gonna throw his fucking dart.
We
Okay.
believe you.
Let him be your stand.
Please. 14.
You managed to pop 1 balloon.
Wow.
That starts clip. Good job.
I don't need sympathy.
They walk up. So you can pick from this set of prizes. It's all really small tchotchke. Just like,
Mm.
yeah, nothing too impressive. You can get a handful of candy.
Uh-huh.
Uh, there's a pinwheel
Mm.
and a sparkler
Mm.
available for you for your 1 balloon.
I think he'll take the handful of candy.
All right.
Thanks.
No, thank you. Do you guys want to play again?
Now I'm worried this bullshit's rigged. And he'll put a silver down on the table.
All right. They'll hand you 3 more, and it will replace the balloon that Kian popped. No, it's gotta make sure the board's full. Are you helping in any way, Kian, or is Madden all on his own?
He's not too confident he can really help, so he's just gonna watch.
Got it. Yeah, you take a step back. You can give me 3 checks.
Yeah.
What are your modifiers?
I add 1 to this.
Nice.
You were adding
similar
1?
boat.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
That's
So
level
no
3, my guy.
advantage.
no.
The first one is a 9.
Mm,
Dirty 20.
Kian already feels better.
wow.
And 17.
See? Not hard at all.
Wow. Okay.
We're nowhere near hitting me. So, great start to the day.
Did I
And
just get 2 fistful of candy or like
I mean, if you want, you could take 2 fistfuls. You could have 2 of any of the lower level prizes, or
Maybe a tiny
I could look for a tiny hat if that's what you really wanted.
what's the second tier?
Right. So they pull out a couple of tokens. This could get you a free face painting. You could get a free beverage, free snack from any of the vendors. That's just one of each. Or they pull out, there's this little statue of a bird. It's just a little robin who could have this little wood statue. It's like 3 inches tall.
I think I'll take the drink.
All right. They'll hand you a drink token.
Great.
Round
Okay, and
3?
it's not that hard.
I'm not gonna push my luck here.
There's plenty more games.
Looks like it.
Good luck.
Yeah. Um, we go.
We will go back to our team outside the circus to see what they are up to. To our approaching Gwyneth.
Yep. Yeah, gonna speak with Gwyneth, and I think Lamb just sort of like gives them a wave, and will sort of introduce Gwyneth. This here is Jack. He's just in town. I believe he'll be interested in some temporary work at some point, but wanted to make sure you made acquaintance.
Pleased to meet you, madam. And Jack will do the hand warming thing again and extend a nice, warm, comforting handshake.
She will reach out her hand and give a very firm handshake.
Mm.
In front of you, you see an elven woman. She is young adult, you'd assume. She has very short blonde hair, kind of almost like a pixie cut. Silvery eyes, very not as tall as Lamb, but she's a tall woman. Medium, like has chainmail on currently. And in front of her, you see a young woman is on the ground attempting to do a push up and has not succeeded in doing any since you've walked up.
Hmm.
It's great to meet you. Gwyneth. I'm the local guild master. I see you've met Lamb and Reese. Ah, you are very quiet.
Yes, only just now, just gotten into town. But they were, one of them stands out quite a bit and is very
Yes.
gracious and offered to introduce.
She has been very helpful to us.
I
You would
try.
You're looking for work. She actually has a stack of the flyers there that have Amberwater Adventuring Guild written on it. That's all it says on there. And she hands you one. Of course, I won't be returning there today. You can always stop by first thing in the morning. We can look for a job for you.
And that's fine. I've only just, like I said, just gotten into town, traveling in, looking to see maybe you need some stumps removed, some hedges trimmed back, fields cleared, something. I'm uh, just looking for a bit of hard work to put a bit of warm food in my belly and drink in my hand.
We certainly can provide hard work. We are constantly available with jobs. I'm sure Lamb has mentioned.
There's quite a lot to be done round town. Not much
Sure.
of it glamorous, but plenty of it good hard work.
Right.
Must have taken quite the team of labourers to put up this affair here.
I didn't think it was here yesterday.
No, as far as I'm aware, they set up overnight. I came out this morning I was doing, my normal walk around town, see if anybody had anything new to put in, and stopped by and talked with one of the workers, and they said that I could set up out here to try and help get us more of recruits, like you were doing. Did you get any?
Well, got some flyers handed out, definitely, and
Wonderful.
the bakery we managed to get taken care of as well. The Snallops won't be any more trouble.
Scallops. Right.
Aye. One of them seemed to take a shine to me. I'm not sure, I haven't seen it round recently, but
Oh,
uh,
did it stay in the guild? Is it
I
maybe?
I didn't think so. I
I
maybe
will look around when I get back and let
they
you know.
do they do move quite quick when you're not looking at them. So
Oh, I haven't seen one before. Do you know what it looks like? So I have an idea of what to look for.
oh, certainly, just sweetest little pink. Looks quite like a snail, but the shell is quite smaller. The head's quite bigger. Very
Hmm.
sweet eyes.
And you said pink?
Bright pink.
Got it. I saw it, ma'am. I will help you find it. That could be my job for tonight when we get back.
Reese
Of
definitely is
hmm,
eager to get some work, as are all of us.
right. Is there anything else? She just kind of looks down at the. You're doing a great job.
It's a good
You.
effort.
Mm-hmm. Kind of collapses on the ground. Thank you.
If it makes you feel any better, it's a little hard when you're first starting out. Gets easier with time.
Is there anything I can help you two with?
Uh,
You're always welcome to go into They told me they have quite a lot going on in there.
huh. I, I just wanted to know if, well, obviously you're recruiting. Was there anything else you wanted me to do specific while here? I just see. It seems a little bit odd that they were able to set it up so fast overnight.
I don't know. They have quite a few people working for them. Maybe it was something they've practiced enough that it's not as hard as it seems.
Magic can do a fair bit as well, heaven only knows,
Magic,
so dunno, maybe the Fae helped.
they're everywhere.
Mm.
At the mention of Faye, Jack kind of brushes his shoulders, uh,
Mm.
looks around nervously.
The good ones. Or at least the ones what were not keen to see us all go
Mm.
the way of the crow. So
I didn't see what trees there were on the way in as it was getting dark, but just be careful, you mindful of what you say. There may be hawthorns about.
not very many anywhere near here what I've been able to note.
Well, then, if they're gone, then the Fae left behind will be angry.
Well, hopefully there's a few somewhere where they can hole up and leave us be. Aye. As for me, I suppose I might take a look inside and see what's there. I don't think I've ever been anywhere quite so big or so bright.
You are more than what you've already done every job I've given you today. You could always take flyers with you.
I'd be happy to. If anybody's interested in taking up work, or if I hear anybody complaining about
Mm.
not enough coin in pocket or anything, I'll make sure I hand it out.
She'll give you half the stack.
Sure, that makes sense.
Do you want me to join you? I could help with the flyers.
If you'd like to come in, Reese, by all means. I've no complaint.
Wait. He is 100% going with. He is excited.
Reese will get half of the stack.
Well, off to the gate then.
You going
Uh,
in too?
Oh, yeah, you've got to see what the commotion's about. Trade tickets, please.
Reese will pay for his own easily.
Oh,
Are you sure? I've got a pocket full of gold. Came into a bit of luck on the way into town. Must have been something smiling down.
Oh, I, I won't say no. I can pay for something inside.
It'll all work itself
Aye.
out in the end.
it's true, it's true. I didn't like to turn down a gift from a new friend, but you'll have to let me buy you something back later.
Oh, there'll be drink and merriment, I'm sure.
Aplenty, I don't doubt it. Venue like this. You can smell it.
Uh,
Mm.
As you two walk in, you see the same thing. There are gams, different tents. There are now that you guys were outside for a little bit,
Mhm.
probably half an hour after it opened. So there are performers moving throughout the space at this point. You can
Mm.
see people on stilts. There is in that central area. You can see people. There are contortionists fitting themselves. Well, there's a halfling contortionist fitting themselves inside of a hat box.
Oh. Oh
Mhm.
my.
That you are welcome to go wherever you would like.
Goodness, I don't think Lamb really knows where to go first. Very literally, I really sincerely doubt that any place as big and as bustling and as loud and as everything as this has ever come her way in her life. I think the town that we've been operating in was the next biggest tick up that particular
Mhm.
metric for her before this. So I think she's just kind of looking around, like not sure where to start. Kind of glances at Reese and at Jack, kind of like, where
I've got
first?
an idea, and Jack will make for the nearest drink cart.
Aha! Get
Sure.
started.
You
Right.
have an array of options you could do: cider, hot chocolate, and
Cider.
ale.
Cider for me. Cider for you.
Uh, have you any meat?
Mhm.
I'd
There is a
like
meat
some meat,
cart.
please.
Mhm.
Mead for the little lass. And Reese, what do you have?
I'm just kind of looking. I'll take. Okay, so that one's hot chocolate. Can I do like half of that? He's gonna do terrible combining of drinks,
Mm.
as those young boys tend to do.
Yep, yep, they sure do.
It
Speaking as a
looks
barista,
absolutely
I can
disgusting.
confirm. Yeah. Hmm.
A man of taste, I see. No hesitation.
Some kind of
Ah,
taste. I
that's delicious. He'll
enjoy
hand
it.
you the cup. Do you want to try it?
Jack will not turn it away. He will absolutely try this concoction.
Mm,
Oh God. Mm. And
gosh.
how is it?
Uh,
How is it?
I mean, it's pretty gross.
I
I
imagine it was like hot chocolate and apple cider and
uh-huh. A
uh
splash of
like a
ale.
splash of ale. Yeah, I
Hmm.
figured there was something really bubbly in there too, and then
With a
also
cinnamon
something
stick.
sour and a cinnamon stick.
Yes,
Mhm.
and I'd love a
So,
Constitution saving throw for you drinking
Hey.
this.
well, so Jack's gonna. He got his mouth full, and he got a
Mm.
little pat to his cheek and prestidigitate the drink in his own mouth. Uh,
Away.
not away, just to make it
Just a
Oh,
taste like
better
something else.
taste.
Yeah.
oh, make it taste like
Okay.
something else. That's so funny. Prestidigitation does flavor food and drink.
Yes.
It does.
But I will give you your Constitution saving throw.
For that initial hit of that
For that
flavor.
6 seconds
Right.
that you have to wait
Mhm.
for it to work.
Yeah.
22.
You're
Ooh,
fine. It's
impressive.
horrendous, but the prestidigitation did help.
Mm.
At least made it
Mm.
seem like it all went together, unlike what it was.
Mm.
Hey, you know what, Race? I think every one of those would have been a great drink, you know, consecutively, not simultaneously.
I'll workshop it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Got all night, just do 'em one at a time, unless that's what you prefer, to each their own.
It all ends up into belly at the end anyway. It's what my
He looked
younger
like he
sister
loved
says.
it.
Mm. Enjoy it. Me. How is the mead? Lamb needs to know how this mead is.
Uh, Compared to what she is accustomed to, it's just okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Hey, it's nothing too spectacular, but
Mm.
it's
It
not
can't
the
beat home.
yeah, it can't beat home, but it's not the dirt cheap stuff.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is better, at least.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Hmm.
Uh, Can Madden come slap his drink token down and get himself an ale?
100%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Madden is just walking up, sort of like with, I'm imagining like blood kind of in like rivulets coming
There's
down
probably
from where
one,
he
like, maybe,
splashed
like,
water on his face.
in the corner, probably like near his ear
Okay.
and down, maybe a bit on his neck. The water probably
Uh-huh.
did not help a lot.
You've got red on you.
Are you all right?
All good. Just puts it down. One ale.
Of course.
Kean will
Readily
come up
available.
behind. Can I get a cider?
Of course. They'll get to work on that. And Reese is gonna get a second concoction that looks even worse, and no one wants to touch it.
Oh no.
A
I
man after my own heart.
Watching in horror.
Seeing as Kian orders a cider, Jack will order another.
Nice.
terrible. Oh goodness. I think Lamb will probably wind up ordering instead of the mead. Probably gets a cider instead.
The ciders, pretty good stuff.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
She just, it's like, you know, when you're expecting something flavor wise and you're like, all right, okay, that was the mead. So she's like, she finishes her mead and she's like, I've had enough of that for now. She has the cider instead, and it's like, okay, yeah, all right, I can vibe with this.
I feel like Kian might accidentally back into Lamb as he's
Oh no,
walking away with his drink, but it's just like,
careful, dear. Sorry.
pardon me.
Reese is gonna tell the
Terribly
lamb.
sorry.
You gotta give them the flyers.
Oh, right. You seem like a couple of capable-looking folk, and we're part of the local adventuring guild. Well, weren't sure if you were looking for
we've
some
seen
odd
these.
jobs. Oh,
Well,
I'd
yeah,
hope so.
we're- Madden reaches into like his pocket and pulls out like a handful of crumpled ones. Yeah, we were in town for the guild.
Fantastic. Actually, our guild master's outside doing recruitment at the moment. If you wanted to speak with her, she'd be just out there if you did want to. She'll be back in the guild tomorrow, though, if you just want to enjoy the venue tonight.
Good to know.
He'll start like drinking his drink.
I'm Lamb
We might
Underbow,
save
by
the
way.
working for the morning hours.
I understand. Not much point in making hay once the sun's not shining,
Exactly.
What's your names?
I'm Kian.
Kian?
Madden.
Madden. Nice to meet you. I'm Lamb. And this here's Reese. And that's Jack.
Nice to make your acquaintance. Excellent taste in booze there, Kian.
Cheers.
You know you've got a bird on your head? Just-
It's a sweet
I'm-
little thing.
I'm aware. Yeah, she's nice enough.
Lamb would like to kind of lean down and say, "Hello, sweetheart. How you doing?"
What
And,
about Cracker?
The second like Lamb is like leaning in and over him, it's just like the shoulders start like kind of leaning in and the body just starts to like kind of like
Oh
shrink
no!
down.
Oh, you know,
And-
this thing is, Lamb sees that body language shift and instantly backs up, and she's like, "Oh,
Aw.
sorry, dear." Like, she is so hyper aware of like her form and height and towering over people. Like, she instantly backs off if she sees somebody getting stiff.
Oh,
So
it's just I'm not used to people murmuring sweet nothings a foot over my skull.
sorry, I see a pretty bird and I forget myself. Do you know her?
I also have a similar problem. Yeah, I gave her, God, I think a button, and now she just brings me buttons and things.
Seems like she's taken a shine to you then. If you want, I could speak with her real quickly and ask her anything you might need.
We've been trying to decide on a name.
Oh, I could ask her
And
if
I
she's
just
got
thought-
one or if she's a preference.
That would
Sure.
be great, actually.
Sure, I'd be glad. Lamb will cast Speak with Animals.
Right. This bird was already fully squinting at you because it could
Oh no.
understand you the first place.
Right, right. Being a furball, like most critters,
Mm-hmm.
can kind of understand me a little bit. I
Mm.
can't really understand them in turn, but it's very much the vibes of The Hobbit, where Bilbo can kind of speak with the thrush, and the thrush gets it instead of just staring at him in bird.
Mm.
So Lamb does speak with animals. I think that a little bloom of marigolds kind of shimmers across her staff of flowers and shuts again, and this uh, little dust whirl of pollen kind of like bloop 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 comes out, and Lamb breathes it in, and she speaks with the crow. Hello there, I'm Lamb. May I ask if you've got a name?
Would you please roll animal handling for me for the talking to this
Okie
bird?
dokie, I will do
No
that.
bird.
Crows
Looming.
notoriously trusting and gregarious creatures that they
Yes,
are.
definitely. Well, it wasn't a very high roll. I do have a +4. That is only a 12.
Hi.
Sorry. I'll understand if you'd rather keep your peace, but you've seemed to take a shine to this fella Madden here, and they'd been wondering if you wanted a specific name to be called.
This bird go look down, look at Kian, at this person. You haven't given me anything.
Oh, I'd be happy to. What would you like? Would you like something shiny or something to eat?
Madden is just like standing here while somebody talks over his head, and so it's just two squawks at each other, back to back,
Yeah,
and
like
He's
Madden is
watching.
awkwardly standing there because he can't
the most
participate.
horrible squawk.
Just two squawks right over his head. He's like,
The
okay.
most Scottish sounding squawk.
The most Scottish squawk you could ever think of. She just stares at you. She is not answering that question.
Mm, mm, mm.
What
She'll
about
say
Button?
to, uh, she'll say to Madden and Kian, uh, she didn't trust me just yet. Give me just a moment. She's gonna like reach into her pocket and uh, she'll probably pull out a shiny like little. I figure it's like a little bit of a river rock, like something that she had picked up along the side of the road while she was moving into town, and it's basic. It's not particularly colorful, but it catches the light in a nice way, and she offers that to the crow.
So just take it. Kind of look at it with her little bird foot holding it.
Mm, mm, mm.
Clover.
Clover. Clover.
Hmm.
Oi, oi. Nice to meet you, Clover. And is there anything in particular you might need from Madden or from Kian, which they might not know? You seem to be pretty well able to take care of yourself, but just in case.
They know.
All right. Fair enough. If they know, they know. Lamb will kind of like look to Kian and Madden. She says her name's Clover. I'm not sure if there's anything in particular else you may need to know from her. She says you should know more or less what she needs. She doesn't seem
been feeding
particularly
her.
forward with anything else that she's missing. If you're feeding
mean,
her, then probably.
She's
That's
a
good.
bird, and usually birds figure out what they need to do most of the time.
More or
Hmm.
less. Oi. Seems like
Definitely,
she's
like not a pet. Like this is a wild bird. Um,
seems to really like ye. So, well,
well,
Clover's a boon companion to have. I'd expect. Once you get to know her.
all right, Clover. Like kind of like trying to look up, trying to
Look up through his skull at
Hey,
Bird.
he moves, the wings kind of flap as you're moving your head back.
No,
Hmm.
straightens back up.
Huh? Hmm.
I don't know. I was sort of
She
partial to
seems.
Peanut.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could ask
Now
her
we
if she
know.
mind a nickname. Clover,
We'd have to leave
Madden
that to you.
and Kian here were wondering if you might allow them a nickname in addition to your name. They were wondering if they might be able to call you Peanut.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, she's fine with it. Clover, and you can call her Peanut.
There you go, Keen. Have fun.
I think
That's
he'll
right,
look at her.
Miles.
All right, Peanut.
Wow.
You've officially got named and renamed a bird.
Mm-hmm.
What all would you like to do now? Are you just going to loiter at the drink cart for the night?
And Lamb definitely would like to
Probably
find a
not.
game with you at some point. What else
Yeah.
have
Kian will
you
happily
seen?
lead Lamb over towards the games.
Ooh, what all is there here? We've only just
Quite a bit.
really come in.
So, other than the balloons, you could do a ring toss, one of those bottle knocking over games.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
There's a race, which it does look like it's going to start soon.
Okay.
There's also a game with somebody that has 3 shells in front of them.
Mm.
Which game looks
That
like it has the
one's-
best prizes?
They're all the same prizes for the most
Oh.
part.
Well, that's disappointing.
So, the shell person does have wooden swords.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh. I do know. Oh, one of my cousins would really like one of those swords. Let me see if I can do that. I guess Lamb will belly up to the shell game. I don't know if she's ever seen one before.
So there are 3 shells on the table in front of this person.
Mm-hmm.
They will lift up the middle one and put a ball under it. And
Mm.
your job is to figure out which one has the ball under it after they mix them up.
I see. Fascinating.
Not too hard.
All right.
Just have to have a keen eye.
Mm.
I'm not the bad. I'm not the worst. Not the worst. I could probably give that a go. Lamb will kind of squint and follow the shells and see if she can find the ball.
You can give me investigation or perception. I will take either.
The perception would be better for Lamb. She will do perception. What do we got? Ooh, total of 18.
Mm.
They seem to be going kind of slow. You
Oh.
were able to very easily spot it this time.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, I think I've got an idea of this. Do we go
Ah.
best out of tree?
If you get all 3, you can get a wooden sword.
Oh, I'd like that very much. Let me try.
All
Keep going.
right. You can try again.
And this is a silver a play?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we'll go for another. That's a nat 20.
Easy.
Oh, that one was tricky, but okay. All right. Let me try one more time, please.
Mhm.
That one is. Ooh, that one's only a 15.
That is all you needed on the last one. Yes. They were moving pretty fast, but
Not fast enough.
you caught them all 3 times. Congratulations. There's some kids around that are kind of upset because they failed so many
Oh
times.
no. Oh no.
They hand
Oh,
over a wooden sword to you. Your prize.
thank you very kindly. Oh, my little cousin's gonna love this. Thank you. Lamb's going to gently tuck that into one of her satchels and make sure that it's safe and sound, and she'll make sure that gets sent off by the post next day.
Mm. Kian, are you any good at a foot race?
Guess we can find out.
Mm.
Is
I am
everybody
definitely
going?
not, but I'd like to watch.
Jack, are you heading over?
Jack will be a spectator to a race. He is not running unless he has to.
He's a dancer, not a runner.
Is this like an actual like Wii race, or is it like a betting?
Well, now once you get closer, you see there's a track set up. It is actually not as big as you would expect. Definitely not a people-sized track. And
Mm.
Hmm.
Lamb, as you get up, you recognize these creatures. They are the same snail type creature that you saw this morning. Uh, so sorry, we can only do 5 people, only 5 racers. We not all of our snallops are available, so
I
we've already
rather
got.
think I might know where some of them may be.
We will talk after the race.
Right.
Thank. Okay. You all see these like small dog-sized pink snails in front of you, like in a line on the ground. There is a second worker who is staring them down, like unblinking. They have these iridescent shells and gigantic heads, as Lamb was saying earlier. They're just kind of bobbing side to side, waiting for this wooden gate to go up.
Not sure how much of a race this is gonna be.
Oh, you'd be right surprised. Believe me.
Oh, all right.
How do they differentiate which one's which? Do they all look the same, or
Good question.
I
They
bet one
all-
of them has like a little like floof on the head, and another one has like a beauty
Do they
mark
have
on the
numbers painted on
shell.
them?
They do have little like fabric with numbers painted on them.
Okay.
No. So
Is there
you
enough available for Kian and I both to get a snail in the
yes,
race? Okay.
you all can pick your snail.
Let's get a
So
snail in the race.
who all is getting a snail?
Well,
Yeah.
Combo
do it.
snail. Do you guys want individual snails or a combo snail?
what? 3 gold on number 2.
Okay. So you're taking Sheldon. Got it.
perfect. Yes, good.
Number 1 is Nibbles. Is anyone betting on Nibbles?
Oh. I'll put a silver on Nibbles.
You're taking Nibbles. Got it.
Aye.
Okay. Number 3, Slyman.
I hate that. Are there any more? Or is it just the 3?
There's more.
Okay.
All right. Reese will claim Slyman.
Perfect, good.
And then you have left Bolt at number 4 and Turbo at number 5.
I'll bet on Bolt.
And then I'll bet on Turbo.
Perfect.
All
It
right.
was meant to be.
You guys
I'll
just
put
doing
a I'll put a gold on.
1 gold
my
on,
board.
on Turbo.
I'll match that.
Lamb is
Okay.
trying to be responsible with her money. It's not all her
Yeah, that's
money.
fair.
Alrighty. So, how this is going to go, each round you are going to give me an animal handling check to try to encourage your Snallop. Because when they are not impeded, they are pretty evenly matched. If you do well, they might go a little faster. If you do really well, they could go really fast. or they might not move at all.
You said we're putting, sorry, which modifier?
It'll be animal handling.
Animal handling.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Get out of here.
Yes. Lamb, you could attempt to do extra things if you want to. I'm sure you could try to do some shenanigans with your knowledge of the Snellip. If you would like.
I mean, I'm sure
So,
Lamb is going to be
animal.
shouting encouraging things to Nibbles, and Nibbles will actually be able to understand her.
Yeah,
Nat
this is
20!
Wow, killing
Hot!
it.
Damn.
Got a
Um,
6.
Okay.
I have a total of 15.
I have a 3.
Oh, buddy.
Matt had a 3. We had a nat 20. And what was yours, Jack?
6.
6. Okay.
Jack is drinking his cider too much and not paying enough attention to his snallop.
So
Are these
sadly,
an animal that we would like be like? Am I awestruck by this unknown animal to
I do.
science? Like,
Yes,
or
100%. You have
Okay.
not seen this snail before. This is
Never.
weird.
okay,
A
okay.
pink snail.
I don't know how to encourage this thing. What do you want me to do?
Go,
Caution.
slimy guy, go.
So sadly, Madden and Jack, your snails just kind of look at you and their heads kind of bob to the side, like trying to figure out what you're saying at them.
Hmm.
Lamb, yours pulls forward a bit, like it's in the middle. Kia,
You're
yours
doing a
is
great
way
job.
in the lead.
Oh,
Bolt,
man.
bolt,
Uh,
bolt.
Come on, Nibbles. You've got this.
And Reese also majorly failed. His snail is at the start, unmoving.
Is it taking a
Unfortunate.
nap?
Fortunate for
Yeah.
me.
It's a little tired, yeah.
Oh. Poor baby. Carb crashing.
You know, as one does.
Mood.
Okay. I get a second check from you all as they aren't quite at the finish line.
All right.
Kian's pulled forward, but it's not there.
We're not there
You
yet.
all have a chance. This is still anyone's game.
You might.
Was that a 20?
Wow.
Wait,
Dang.
20,
I got 10.
10.
That would be a nat 1.
Buddy. Oh, Madden.
Reese is right there with you.
14?
Oh.
Hell yeah.
14. All right, so this is mostly a race between Lamb and Kian. Jack, yours has started to move. Don't get me wrong, but they're pretty far back still. You can count a solid, oh gosh, they're like 30, 40 feet ahead of you at the moment. Their Snalp is struggling.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
Whoa.
Nibbles is just eating up that field.
Yeah.
Just squiggling as fast as their little heart can go.
Squiggle
Um,
away.
3, if you wanted to know what my third roll was.
Hold on.
If you were
Oh, no.
curious.
Damn. Oh,
I got another 10.
I got it
Okay.
at 20
Hell
Oh,
yeah!
yes.
with the kitty face.
Wow.
Ah, with the kitty
Um,
face.
Lamb, what did you get?
23.
All right.
Mine would be a 24, if that matters.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Does matter.
We had some neck and neck going.
You guys
there.
have bonuses to animal handling?
Yes.
I do.
Have
These
you ever
people are
pet
good
an
with
animal
animals?
before? As you
I've
like
never
I
seen-
have-
hold this bird?
I've never seen an animal in my life.
Has one in his hair.
I can't see
All
it.
right.
That's true. Can't see it. It's on top of your head.
Mm.
Still hasn't seen one.
Kian, you think with one more good round that you're definitely going to win. Madden, you could probably take a walk at this point. This snail's not moving.
Damn.
Yeah, Madden will actually wander off. Madden will just.
Oh my
fully-
God.
fully
Actually
walk
will.
off.
Yep.
And
Yep.
when you walk, the snail does start moving.
It was
Rude.
just getting bad vibes from you.
It's not distracted anymore. It can move.
Yeah, Madden will go to the drinks cart.
It's fine. It's just the blood.
You'd
So
think
I
it'd
will
make it
roll for your
move.
snail.
Yeah, you roll for my snail. Now he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
himself.
Yeah. He's
Hey,
just
he
rolling
did
for
good.
himself now.
He moved a
I bet he
normal
did.
amount.
I bet he did.
All right, what did we get?
It's just a 14 on that last one for
14.
me.
Okay.
Got a 9 this time.
Ugh. Ian?
12.
12. Okay. This, at that moment,
We've been
it
cheering
is,
so hard. Our energy's starting to flag a little bit.
yeah. You see, the snails,
bolt's
they
wearing
have
out.
both slowed down. Bolt and Nibbles are now almost right in neck and neck with each other.
Come
As
on,
they did
Nibbles.
not push very hard this round. If uh, Jack, if Sheldon does really well next round, you think if these two don't move at all, you could catch up. Reese is really far behind, and Turbo is barely away from the gate. So one
Not
last
so
round,
turbo.
hopefully.
I just hope all the snails have fun.
They're having a great time.
I hope somebody's having a good time. Oh
It's a
no.
dirty 20.
7.
7.
Oh my god!
Madden's
Alright,
doesn't
Lamb.
move. Reese's doesn't move. But Nibbles flies through the end, and Reese passes the finish line, shortly followed by our other Snallops. And they just kind of pick up Madden's Snallop and move it back to the start and put the wood in front of it because it's right there.
He didn't
Yeah.
move. Well done, Nibbles. Good job.
Yeah. So you double your money. You have a whole 2
Nice.
silver now.
Oh, lovely. Thank
And
you.
they will also give you
Good
a
race.
snack token for winning.
Oh, thanks very much. That is lovely. That was a good race. That was neck and neck between you and me for a little bit.
That was for a minute.
Well,
was very
Sheldon,
exciting.
seems you tried your
only-
hardest.
He did.
Well done. And Jack will crumple up some breadcrumbs for him. It's like, I'm not really sure what you eat, but hopefully it's that.
They will eat it all. This other worker is ushering them towards the end, still eyes wide open, staring these things down.
Seems
Hasn't
they're
blinked this
elusive.
entire time.
I
Eyes so
makes
red.
sense.
Their eyes are so red.
If you'd like, I'll watch all of them very hard for about a minute if you need to blink. Lamb has done staring contests with her younger siblings for longer than a minute. She can watch these for a minute while this poor guy gets some red out or
Man,
something.
what do we roll for stare at snail?
Constitution.
Yeah. You can give me a con check.
Sure, I'll do it. Why not? It is a 14.
Okay. That is good enough that you do not allow these things to escape. You are prepared enough.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
you
know what they do.
You know the stakes, that these things will be
Yes.
out of here, that they will lose all of their snails if you mess up. And you lock in and stare these down while this person takes 2 seconds to themselves. And as you stare these snails down, we are actually going to go to a break. So, everybody, go get your snacks and your drinks. But first, I have a special dice giveaway code to give you. If I remembered what it was, it is all caps, no spaces. Enjoy the circus. I will copy and paste it and put it in chat for you. But if you go to our link for our dice giveaway and use this code, wow, Did it post? It did post. We're good. You can get extra entries with that secret code, and we will
Do
be
it for
back.
Nibbles.
Now, do it for Nibbles. Do it for Slyman and Turbo, who did really, really badly this
That's
round
true. Slyman
and need to
and
be
Turbo really
redeemed.
need, yes,
I
they
need
need the
Turbo's
support.
redemption arc.
All of these snails need a redemption arcs. Do it for the snails. We will be back in 10 minutes. We will see
Thank
you
you.
then.
Woo!
Hello, welcome back to the Gossamer Veil. We just finished our 10-minute break, and before we get back in, enter our giveaway for a dice set. Use our fancy code, all caps, no spaces, enjoy the circus, to get extra entries in. At the end, we will be giving these away. How long is left on there? I don't know. We'll end it when we're done. That's what the
Yeah.
timer will be for it.
Yeah, the timer says till midnight, but I'm gonna
Uh,
end it
guys,
before
I'm
that.
not playing this until midnight. So sorry.
No.
I'll sit
No.
here till midnight and then figure it out.
Actually, we will sit here till midnight, but anybody that can't handle it, their character goes back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That
Mhm.
is how that will happen.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Well,
definitely reasonable.
I thought so.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, let's jump right back into things. You all just finished your Snallop race. Uh, the other worker at the race comes over to you. You said something about knowing where they are?
Where they were last I was aware, I know that they went by the bakery in town earlier today. They were eating the flour. I'm not sure they should have been, but they were.
Are they still at the bakery or?
I did clear them out. She'll relay like exactly where like she led the Snallops away to, in the hopes that it would be like a place that they would stay for a while and eat. So hopefully maybe they're still there. But she will make sure that she mentions how long ago that was. I know that it's full sundown now and a bit after.
Oh, okay. I'll send somebody out there to see if we can recover any of them. Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate
Sorry.
that.
Didn't have any idea you all were in town. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have known to bring them to you, but
All right. If you helped, I'm sure you know how slippery they can be.
right. I'm really sorry. If I'd
No,
known they
no, no.
belonged to anybody, I'd have made sure somebody knew.
It's okay. I appreciate it. They will go back to. They're gonna let their helper know, like to
Mm,
wait for the next race. You hear them talking, and
okay.
they are going to leave, heading towards the back of the circus.
Okay.
And you are all welcome to do whatever you'd like now.
I think Kian will look back to where he last saw Madden and realize he is no longer there.
Boing, boing, boing. Just an empty space flashing in place of where Madden
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
sparks a bit of concern. So he's gonna wander off and try to find him.
Uh,
Well, that was
I
fun.
think
Want to play
Lamb's
some more
a little
games?
distracted.
Got a bit of a drink?
Hmm.
What are you up for?
Oh goodness. Anything really? Goodness, there's just so much here. I've never tried anything, and I've happened across some good luck so far, but not sure it'll hold that long.
Try a few more games. What about the ring toss? Yeah, you've done a ring toss now.
Eh,
No
should be simple
dissimilar
enough.
from horseshoes. You have thrown horseshoes or bowls.
Oh, aye, definitely. Bowls, definitely. My family's all right keen on bowls.
Same skill set. You just get the and then you've got
It's all in the wrist, right? Right. Lamb feels confident. Sure.
You can head on over to the ring toss.
Yeah.
They are just milk bottles set up. When very similar situation to the darts. There is a person. They are all wearing this overall outfit. Everyone in the game area had 1 silver, and you can get 3 rings.
Ooh, excellent.
three
All right.
for her, 3 for me. And then hand over 2 silver.
They will hand you the rings. These are dex checks.
All right. I'll owe you 2 drinks now.
All the
Work
drinks.
itself out.
Dexterity check. Lamb is not very dexterous, so Well, it is a 17 on the dice, which is all she gets. And then, are we doing just 3 go?
Yeah, you get 3.
Okay, no, that's a 4. And that's an 18. Wow.
And Jack?
16, a 21, and a nat 20, which would be a 23.
Holy
Wow.
canarkies.
All right.
Well then.
Lamb, you are going first, tossing your rings. First one goes on really nicely, spins down the bottle. Second one, you throw it, pings off, goes fully out of the area,
Ooh.
skitters across the ground towards one of the other games.
Ooh.
And your last one goes on pretty nicely as well. And then there's Jack, who you spy down this one the furthest from you. Perfectly arc, all 3, one after the other, over this bottle. Just the most beautiful toss you've ever seen. And
How'd you do that?
Scarly's in shock.
I've been around a long time, been called a tosser once or twice.
Rather think that wasn't a compliment. But in this case, I'd say so.
What? Okay. I haven't seen. Okay.
Does he get 2 of the big ones?
Yeah. First they hand you a glass bottle with a fish in it.
Amazing.
One to each of you.
Oh,
You got
lovely.
2. And they'll be like, hold on. And they're going to start digging through the prizes they have. And then they hand you, Jack, a wooden crown.
Amazing.
Here you are.
Oh, thank you. Had a great deal of fun. It was marvelous. And he'll flip a gold to the carnival worker there.
Oh, thank you. He'll just like give you a nod, like wave as you leave.
That was right impressive.
Mhm.
I know you say you've been around a long while, but that takes a lot of skill.
Games are fun. They're meant to be fun. You up for a walk and talk? And
Sure.
he's Jack's just wandering around. He's looking for the little kid that tipped him the first time for playing,
Aw.
and he wants to give that kid the fish. Like
That's great.
he doesn't have it. What the fuck is
What
he
is he
gonna
gonna do with a fish? What is
Have
he
a
gonna
fish
do
in
with a
jar.
fish? I mean, Lamb is
He's
just
a
chatting with her
vegetarian.
fish.
He doesn't
Lamb
wanna
is just
keep a pet
chatting.
fish in a tiny jar.
You don't want a fish in a jar? You
Taking
can
a
go
fish
ahead.
on the road.
Come on,
Yeah.
Bubbles.
New companions, guys. You can
New
give me a
companion
perception
unlocked.
check to look for this kid.
You take investigation since I'm deliberately looking.
Yeah, you
for...
can look for him. You can
Alright.
give me that. Sure, why not?
You took note of like his shirt color if he had a hat.
17. I'll take it.
Uh, you spend a decent amount of time because this was a bit ago and it's getting kind of late. So a lot of the kids have started to leave, but you do catch him with his mom. Hey, Mom, please! I just wanted one more, one more game.
The fish.
We don't win.
Laddie, I was awarded this fish, and it's an honor that I cannot uphold my end of. So I would like to bestow upon you the responsibility of caring for this creature to the best of your abilities, and may you see that it is safe and cared for. It's a noble creature and should be treated with respect and dignity.
This is like a 6-year-old.
Yep.
I will do that.
I know you'll do a real
Sir?
good job.
Thank you. And immediately just like is moving the fish around, not to look at it.
Didn't knock it too hard against the sides, eh?
Slower.
Yeah, Lamb does not believe this child will be still with this fish. cautioning gentleness, at least, is a reasonable ask.
Okay. And they will follow their mother out of the circus.
Amazing.
And
Should
That
we go
was very
find the
nice,
rest
yeah.
of our new friends?
I didn't see why not. It's very kind, giving that to that little child. I know you didn't particularly need one onto road. I'm probably gonna let this one out into river once we're done here myself, but nonetheless.
The child saw me playing the mandolin earlier and tipped me money that they probably can't have had very much of, and generosity should be repaid with generosity.
Aye. Me dads always say so.
you two can start looking for your friends. I I will use your same check. You will eventually find them, but first, Kian, you went looking for Madden.
Does he find him?
That's the question.
Did Madden leave the drink cart?
Hmm.
I mean, it depends on the gap in between the end of the race and
Ian
when
finding
he
him.
left, I suppose.
It wasn't a very long race. So,
Let's see. He'd probably still be getting his drink at the drink cart
yeah.
then.
You're
Yeah.
probably still in that area.
Cool.
Oh.
Seems
You
like a
can find
logical
it.
place to look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, did you win?
No, not quite. Lamb's Snallop? I forgot its name. Nibbles?
Nibble.
Yes.
Mm.
Nibbles took the lead. We were
Mm.
close. I don't blame you for walking away, though.
I think mine was broken or something. I don't know. I've never seen a weird snail like that before, so
Can't say I have either.
do you want to see what all the stacked up bottles are about?
Maybe we can bring them down.
Yes, we'll see. And Madden will drink and go over to the tower of bottles to throw stuff at.
All right. This is walk up. There are a couple different stations for this one because it's a bit more popular of a game. You can see there are people that are attempting. There are balls flying off, bouncing across the ground, left and right. And you get one ball per game.
Just
so it's
one?
a silver a ball.
Mhm.
But then why is the darts 3?
Different game.
Hmm.
It's 3 silver down.
So for this one, you are going to make an attack roll with these balls.
Ah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Like
That
an
checks
unarmed
out.
strike.
Yeah, go with unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike, baby. That at least has pluses to it.
Nice.
This isn't about aim. Madden is just throwing as hard as he fucking can.
Mhm.
The first one's a 13.
Okay.
These dice. 12. And a 7. Just no aim, all speed.
Well, we found our Nana.
Yeah, it's
That's what.
because this isn't Russ, and I'm using Russ's dice. This was a mistake.
Oh, they're mad at you. Got it.
I'm
Oh, Russ is
sorry.
mad that you're using it for another fighter.
Wow. Gotta use different.
You didn't think
dice.
he'd be jealous about that, but
Yeah,
a
I think
man's
you
gotta
need
have
to
standards.
focus your aim a little more.
All three of these just fully go past. One of them, that first one did hit, but it just bounced off fully.
They fucking glued together? What the fuck?
Might
You can
be.
give me the checks. You can investigate them if you want.
From all the way over
Um,
here.
Yeah, I'll squint at could I do a perception check?
Yeah, you can do perception.
Not like any of it's good.
You can try to perceive these bottles.
Ah! Ah! I'm so tired already. That would be a nat one.
Those just look like milk bottles. They're normal.
I hate this game. What do you think's in the big top?
Only one way to find out.
Great.
Go on.
Madden's a little frustrated and is going to separate himself from his stressor.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
That's true. Blood in the eyes.
yeah, I can't see past it.
As you go to the big top, you two could see, like, catch up as they're walking that way.
Yeah, I will rejoin them. I think Jack, in a very casual and familiar manner, probably overly familiar with people he's just met like 20 minutes ago,
But he
sidles
has
up,
been drinking.
sidles up and puts his arm around Kian, and then reaches out with his other arm and puts the crown like down around the crow on top of Madden's head. What are we off to now?
Madden will do a full sidestep.
I whoop.
And now has a crow and a crown.
Just see this crow's head resting on the edge of
Seems
the
you guys
crown.
had better luck than us.
No,
Trying
it's
to
too
get the
bad.
crown off without disturbing the crow, but doesn't like want to disturb her, but she really wants to take the crown off.
Oh no. Would you like a little help?
I got it. He'll like just full hand the crow and pick it up, and he'll take off the
Take
crown
off
and
the
then put
crown
the
and
crow
just set the
back.
crow back.
Hats on hats.
Perfect. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You misplaced this, and we'll give it back to Jack.
And Jack will give a exaggerated low, half sarcastic bow. Your Majesty, you humble me.
Madden keeps walking.
Not taking the bait.
Hmm.
Ooh. He's a hard sell. That's all right, though. He seems a little bit frustrated. He seems to
we'll
not be having good
loosen him
luck.
up at some point.
Aye. A
Can
little more.
Kian insight Madden's reaction to that comment?
Sure.
I'm sure it's
I will
obvious, but
I will certainly fight against that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Listen here, you little shit.
will you?
Behave, Dice.
Get your shit together.
21.
God fucking damn.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
no! Good God. Oh,
That's an 8.
oh, Julian.
Interesting.
What is Kean see on an 8?
It is definitely at like the crown scenario of that whole situation. It's more discomfort than anger.
Noted.
That's good. That's good.
Not a lot of people just, I guess, sidling up to Madden so casually.
He doesn't make it easy.
No, indeed. Touch me not.
As you're all walking up towards the big top, there is somebody standing outside there with one of those paper megaphones. They're like, the grand show is about to begin. Enter this way for big extravaganza.
Ooh, what sort of event is it?
What do
I'm
you
Sorry.
suppose is the big extravaganza?
The big extravaganza. If
Well, we can make our guesses, but let's not miss it.
you can go up and ask them for specifics if you want, or just go inside and find out.
I'd rather
Well,
find
it
out.
is rather gonna be obvious once we step in. So,
Maybe. Or something more
Maybe.
mysterious.
ooh, we can go in and find out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lamb's going in. She's just chatting with her goldfish, like showing it the sights. Like, have you ever seen any of this stuff?
Showing
on
my
the
goldfish
side?
things it's never
The
seen
goldfish
before.
is responding so much with little bubbles popping up from its mouth.
It's like she's not going to be spending a speak with animals at the moment.
You don't want to
To
spend
be
it on
like
a goldfish?
to be conversational with a goldfish she intends
Hmm.
to let loose into the open wild. She will converse with the goldfish when there isn't a loud crowd to contend with.
Okay.
But she is chitter chattering with it and showing it the sights and telling it what stuff is and, just trying to be friendly.
This goldfish is having a really long night, is what I'm hearing.
Mm,
Never been talked to this much before in a language it slightly understands.
Probably. That's true. This is the most socialization this goldfish has maybe ever had.
Correct. So, as you enter, this is a very big tent. There's seating all around the perimeter, goes up hundreds of feet. There are different silks coming down that you could make assumptions are for different aerial arts. And there is a podium in the center, but there are no performers out there yet, as it has not begun. You all can go pick a seat wherever, close to the front, further and back, whatever you're feeling.
Lamb has not ever been in a stadium setting before, but
This
she
is a full
does
stadium.
know that her being big and tall, she's often asked at family gatherings to stand at the back or sit at the back so everybody else can see. So, she will probably be making her way towards a backish seat. Like, she wants to be able to see, but she wants other people to be able to see around her.
For sure. I think
Yeah.
Kian will follow Lamb's.
All right, everyone goes to the back. And it takes a little while for them to close up the tent. And
How
once
big is this tent?
it's large, like it is 3-ring circus size tent.
Bigger than any house Lamb has ever, like, probably set foot in.
Yes, for Lamb,
Damn.
yes.
Damn. Yeah, Lamb is 100% just jaw on the floor.
There
I
are
think
lanterns throughout to light the space at the moment, but
Yeah.
that's about all you can see. What were you saying, Kian?
Kian's gonna check in with Madden while we're, I think, waiting for the big extravaganza. He'll sign.
And he signs back, I'm fine.
Cool. Checking in, making sure he's not too bored.
He looks bored, but
Yeah.
he does sign back, I'm fine.
I believe that.
Oh, Reese has been with was with you guys, but he is sitting in the front. Just so you all know,
Sure.
he wanted to be up close to the action.
Lamb 100% encouraged him on that. Would
Yeah.
not have held him back for God or money.
Never a doubt in that boy's mind that he was going to be in the front row
100%.
for whatever's happening.
Yes.
As you were waiting, the doors, the tent flaps do close, and this is a fully enclosed top, so it gets a bit darker in there, and the lanterns do all at once fully go out. And slowly, throughout the space, flames start to appear as fire dancers begin their routine throughout the space. And Their voice echoes throughout the chamber. Welcome, one and all, to our Big Top extravaganza. We hope you enjoy our show for this evening. I am one of your two ringmasters, Leora. And I, Elowin, am your other. Welcome. And you start to see flashes of ice happening at the same time as the fire throughout the space.
Oh,
This is just this battle of elements is happening in the dark. And when the lights go up, the room is filled with a mist that slowly fades away, and you see these two women in the middle on these pedestals. The one speaking, Leora, is got pulled back curly copper hair that's tied with a nice black bow. She's in full white tailcoat, white boots. Everything for her is white. And then her opposite, Elwyn, is in a full black outfit. She has silver hair straight to her shoulders, standing much more elegantly than Leora, who looks like she's ready to jump off and just start this party. Leora walks to one end of the room and Elwyn to the other, as their separate members are leaving. And one side you see comes in the animal tamer, who Leora lights the hoop for the tamer, and they begin a show with a tiger with purple stripes. Who we'll see how well this tiger does.
how does this tiger look like it's doing emotionally?
This tiger, you want to perceive the tiger. You can perceive the tiger.
I would love to perceive the tiger.
I would love for you to roll to perceive the tiger.
It's a natural 20.
You are fairly far back, but
What's going on here?
zero in on this tiger.
I call fucking shenanigans.
A
These
performing
dice.
animal. Does that animal want to
Performing
be here?
animal. This tiger, you know, it doesn't seem upset.
Okay.
Like it's not against jumping through the hoops. It's getting snacks for it. It's
Okay.
going through its routine, walking the circle with this woman. You had something, Jack?
I question.
Yeah.
Do we know what the hell a tiger is in this part of the world, or that they don't typically have purple stripes? Like, if any of us ever conceivably seen a tiger before? I'm trying to gauge how impressed we all are.
You could roll history for me because you've done a lot of reading.
He's done a lot of reading and traveling.
19.
Yes. 19.
Lamb's done neither.
Yeah, Lamb, you have no idea what this is. Real big cat with purple stripes.
Very passionate about hoop jumping and snack getting.
Yes. Jack, you have read and have seen a picture of a tiger, but not one with these color stripes. You do know that there are animals that have different colorings and different odd things that happened from this bleed over from the Fae. So it's not like a creature that's startling, like you've never seen something like it before, but it is different. Very special to have one with purple stripes.
Jack is duly impressed.
I mean, Lamb is just gobsmacked regardless and is happy to see that this big cat is having what seems to be a decent time, doing what seems to be a routine of play. She's having a good time. She's enjoying and applauding the animal in its act.
It's not upset.
Same as the Snallops, I assume.
Yeah. The Snallops just wanted to go fast.
Sadly, if they did go fast, they would leave very fast.
Yes. But as the tiger finishes its laps around. On the other side, Elwyn is bringing in a different act. That we have a set of clowns coming in with this giant, what looks like a huge jar. None of you have seen a cannon before, but it is a cannon, and
Ooh,
they are
what's that big pot? Is it a
slowly
cauldron?
climbing in it.
It's like a
Are they going
mortar
to
and
cook in?
pestle, I guess. Are they
Mm.
gonna grind the? Oh, I slipped into the fucking fan accent.
Ah,
Sorry.
whoop!
Who's
I hope they're
this?
not
Yeah,
gonna
but
Who's
grind the
that?
clowns up.
Never mind. Move along.
Uh,
We're gonna
the,
I
grind
knew I
up
was
the
gonna do this at some
clowns.
point.
the clowns get turned into something from Norse mythology. I don't know. They
Bully
climb
power.
in, and Elwyn sets off the cannon, and they fly up, grabbing onto the silks, and start doing that performance. Hey, let's see if any of them eat shit. One of them falls really fast, almost fully dropping off, and barely catches themselves in time.
Oh.
It's pretty obvious
Key
they did
intenses
not
in
mean to
his
do that.
seat.
Ooh, that seemed a little rough.
Hmm. It, everyone else is following the routine and
Okay.
clearly looks like they are following a performance, but this one is eh, just slowly drops down and like tries to sneak off stage while everyone should be looking upwards.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes
yeah.
that happens. You miss your cue, you miss your mark. It happens.
Sometimes it happens. Uh, you can see that person if you're watching them rather than the aerials that they help bring in, the knife throwing act and assist with that to make up for it.
Mm.
And
Ooh. Lamb is appeased. She's very
mhm,
impressed with the knife. Wow. Those are very sharp, aren't they?
they are. And you see person with the knives, they hold three up in their hand, throwing them one at a time on each side of the person's head, and then like left, right, then above, narrowly missing each time, like right next to. You do see a bit of hair get lopped off, and unsure if that one was a mistake.
Huh? Ooh. That seemed ooh, little bit
That's where you got your
closer.
hair cut.
Madden doesn't say anything.
Wow.
Oh, Lamb will not comment. We have met this man
Mm,
today, and
Jack
Lamb
gives
is
an
not
audible
going to
laugh.
say a word.
mm.
He's got crow hair anyway. Leave him alone.
Ah, Clover slash Peanut did his hair.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's impressive.
My hairstylist is a crow.
That changes things.
That does. That's very impressive then.
Uh,
Somehow you guys fucked up my hair by talking shit about Madden. How fucking dare you?
The bangs are like,
happened.
How dare you? Why have you done this to
It's
me?
the Madden Bangs energy. Sorry.
Don't look at
Cursed.
me.
Yes, haircut
And
had
it's
to be
all
expressed
backwards.
in reality.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Don't look at
Just
me.
ignore it.
Commit to the bit.
Yeah, you have to match him.
You have to match his energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand.
As all the performances finish up, the two ringmasters do come back to the center and call out. Elwyn will very calmly looks over. Your half of the crowd. Leora is looking their way. If any of you would like to come up and put on a performance, this is your time to shine.
Oh, Jack.
Leora on the other side is running up to individual people in the crowd, inviting them up to show off for
You're a
everyone.
fairly good performer, you seem to be, and quite skilled.
I play a bit of mandolin. I'm not a circus act performer. It's not the sort of thing I do. I don't know any tricks.
You could
Stages are for music too.
sing and caper.
Not here to take money out of the pockets of these people who traveled all the way here to put on a show for us.
Well, give and give alike, aye? Pass it on
Gonna-
somewhere else.
Jack's gonna look over at Madden and see if Madden is also encouraging him to go down there and play mandolin after what we just watched.
He most certainly is not.
So Jack's gonna like kind of, all right, they're taking the piss out of me, and maybe we'll get back to the tavern. I've got a room at the tavern. I assume you're all staying there as well.
Oh,
Yeah, play some more tunes there. Let these people do their thing.
fine, fine, if you say so. You ought to give it a try sometime, though.
Well, if you guys aren't, you do see Reese jumps up immediately.
Mm.
Oh, Reese has been dying to show off his hacky sack.
Exactly. This guy goes
Ooh.
up in the middle of the crowd to show off his
Ooh.
hacky sack moves.
Oh, I feel bad. I wasn't able to stop him. Oh well.
Can I
Okay.
help him by playing the mandolin in the background, like giving a soundtrack to it, like an upbeat, bluegrassy kind of energetic, like this
Something
is part
good
of the
for-
show. Like give it some
Yeah.
ambiance, so it's not just a dude hacky sacking by himself in front of a crowd of people. Like
You can try.
I would like to help him by doing that.
Since you are performing, I'd love a performance check from the back of this crowd.
17.
All right.
Jack from the back.
He will go with his first roll,
Hmm.
which was a lot better. A lot of people in the crowd do turn to look at you and are questioning why you're not walking down and start clapping as you're performing. Anyone who's watching Reese, he is decent. He manages to hit the hacky sack at least a handful of times. It is not impressive in any way, but he did not fall.
Oh, he's really been improving. Good job, Reese.
And Reese gives a bow, like a really dramatic bow to everybody around him. And on the other side, a different person with an instrument that's comes down. They would go to the center. They look slightly drunk.
Yep.
Madden and Kian, are you paying close attention?
I think so. I'm trying not to focus on the people around me that keep kind of talking to me and looking at me. So I'm very aggressively focused on
Yeah.
the show.
And Kian's kind of split. He's like focusing on that and then also checking in on Madden. And then also interacting with them, of course.
I will. Then you do not have to roll for it.
Okay.
This man who has walked up with this instrument is one of the guards from earlier who was playing cards. And you can see his friends just cheering from the front row on the other side. Yeah, Jeremy!
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Sir Jeremy.
Jeremy is going to try his best right now.
A friend of yours?
Most work he's putting probably in a fucking month. Yeah.
Jeremy's instrument is fully out of tune, but he does
Mm.
not care. He is having the time of his life. He goes fully
Freebird.
around there playing his heart out. A string breaks in the middle of it.
Oh,
And he
wow.
is just having the time of his life. Yeah.
I think I know the song he's singing. I'm
Jack
not
will play
sure.
accompaniment to try and like mellow it out, so it's like
Tolerable.
It's just like I'll play rhythm for him. Like
There you go.
he's making
Some bass
artistic
line.
choices at this point.
I would love a persuasion check from you right now.
Persuasion or performance?
Oh no.
Persuasion.
All right. I got
persuading.
a new character sheet. Bear with me.
Uh-huh.
Nat fucking 20
Oh,
plus
shit.
3.
I bet
This
those
is-
feel
I am
good.
gonna love this campaign, except for everybody
Nat
except
20s
Jody.
every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Is everybody having a good time?
I'm so sorry.
I'll see y'all next fucking Monday.
No.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
no.
Oh no!
I just made an enemy of my DM of the primary campaign
Oh,
by
no.
having
Okay,
pity on this
fine.
NPC that I do not know and just not wanting him to like fall completely
You have
flat on
pity
his
on
face.
Jeremy. You don't need to have pity on Jeremy.
No.
No
Is
pity
he,
on
Jeremy's a piece of
Jeremy.
work.
Oh,
But
you
Jeremy
know him?
sees you, and he's like, he does the eye thing. He's like, he gives you a big thumbs up. It's like, yeah. Fully trips on his way back over to his seat.
Oh,
Might have
do you know
broken his
him?
instrument.
Mm.
Oh,
Someone's been drinking a bit too much.
it seems like it.
I-
He seemed
I've-
like he knew you.
I've barely begun. What do you mean?
Hmm.
You
That
seem
one
to be
down there.
holding your own pretty well, so.
Honestly.
Comparatively, yes.
Well,
For sure.
it'll be time enough later for us all to defile ourselves.
Mm.
Just enjoy the show while it's on,
True.
because it always ends.
And yet it
Phew.
must go on.
Yeah, it's true. There are a few more people that go up. Nothing too impressive.
Mm.
Those were definitely the most notable moments
Mhm.
of this talent show, if you can call it that.
I mean, we're polling the audience.
You do see the two ringmasters do go up to that guard, and like it looks like they are thanking him. They do hand him something, but it's pretty far away. Their backs are to, so you can't really see what. They also go up to Reese. It looks like they're giving him another ticket of some sort.
Huh. Maybe a voucher for a snack or a drink or maybe something else. I'll ask him about it later.
Am I getting the vibes off of Kian and Madden that like I did something wrong because they seem like they didn't like that guy or they don't like me and I don't know what the problem is. We're all having fucking fun.
That's the intention.
I mean,
I mean, how?
there's no vibes from Madden about any of the situation.
Yeah.
This situation fully not
Just a
Madden's thing.
snide remark about the guard, and then nothing, nothing past that. No deep feels.
I feel like Kian's been pretty friendly to Jack thus far.
Okay,
You
just,
shouldn't be getting any weird vibes.
just with the guard, like you just kind of, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
Seeing if there were vibes there.
Nope.
Just not a fan of Jeremy.
Yeah.
Any particular
It's not my
reason why you
favorite Pearl
don't
Jam
seem very
song either.
fond of him?
I mean, he's just a lazy guard like the rest of the lazy guards. So
Oh,
Most guards are lazy guards. The lazy
That's
ones
true.
are bad. The sadistic and vindictive ones are worse. So if you've got a choice between the two of them,
I'd
but all
certainly
guards
hope
are
there'd be-
bastards.
Oh dear. Really? Is that true?
If you sleep rough every once in a while, you see how people look at you differently. And the
Well,
guards,
I've slept out into woods plenty of times, and I've never got no strange looks from nobody.
not from the guards because there's no guards out in the woods, but in the cities.
More eyes in cities.
Come to the towns, see if they like you then.
Well, I mean, I'd say I've been staying in town for a week or so. I mean, I've not taken any naps in the park or anything recently, but I don't know. Nobody's really given me much guff.
And it's not always, but it's often enough that you notice.
Well, I've not travelled much, so I suppose I haven't seen much.
You're young yet. Catch up to you, and I pity the day that it does. You've got big wide eyes, and I hope that the world offers your optimism back in spades. But think I'll find a drink.
Well, if you need some company, I'm glad to go with you.
I'll never turn you down. I can't turn you down. I'm not the boss of you. Come for a drink if you like.
Well, I might have a little something. She's not really keen on like getting herself an alcohol drink, but she'll kind of like buddy system with Jack just to make sure he's doing okay.
Keenan will make eyes when they leave. Just an acknowledgement.
And intending to come back over soon.
This event looks like it's winding down. Like,
Okay.
so it would most likely be done by the time you'd be heading back in. But
Fair enough.
Oh, I don't think Jack's leaving the bar, or I think he's
yeah,
like whether or not Lamb came with him. Like
yeah,
he's probably hanging out there. They want to join him later or fetch him or try to meet back up. That's fine, but he appreciates the walk, and he's he's got like several gold in his pocket, and that'll buy lots of cider.
That's
so
true.
to clarify, are you heading to the drink cart or you said the bar? So are you heading
The
out?
drink cart,
Okay.
like out of the big top and to the
Yeah.
drink cart. Like I assume there's people still milling about within the circus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people that didn't go in for that because there's plenty of other stuff to see. And
I think Lamb would follow along and at least keep Jack company and maybe kind of just try to ask him for like little general stories about places that he's been, where he's traveled, like light stuff. Not really looking to like probe into his past or anything. Just small talk. Just figuring out where
And
he's been, places he's
I
seen.
think Jack appreciates that. I think that kind of keeps his spirits high. Like big event winding down, tends to bring him a little low. But like being able to relive some things and tell some stories to a new friend, like I think that probably keeps him in fairly good spirits. He's gonna go get himself some drinks, and he'll keep pouring as many into himself and as many into Lamb as she wants. And
She'll probably go more for hot chocolate after her next like hard cider and keep on the hot chocolate the rest of the night. But she'll
and he's
cheers
not
him as often
noticing
as he
or
wants.
judging that. He just when she needs a drink, he'll buy it.
Yeah. And she'll maybe like make sure he cycles in like some non-hard cider every once in a couple of 3 or 4 drinks. However fast he's taking them.
all right, and the other two of you, what are you doing as this event is closing in the big top?
Are you bored?
Were there?
Mm.
I don't know. Should probably figure out lodgings.
All right. Maybe the innkeepers opened back up.
Let's hope so.
You would have probably heard Lamb mention that she had like some rooms at the tavern. I think I remember Jack asking or mentioning that in passing. I think Lamb would have confirmed that.
Yeah, you two can start heading out, walking towards the gate. And
Yep.
you would pass by where these drink carts are on your way. And I would
Keenal.
love...
Oh.
No, you could do whatever you're doing. Do what you need to do.
Yep. Keen will tap Lamb and say, "We're heading to the tavern, the inn."
Oh, aye. Actually, if you've need of lodgings, it's fairly reasonably priced. The one I'm in, my family helped me to find a good spot. So, sure. Jack, are you done, or did you want to stay a bit longer?
If we're heading to the tavern, you kind of have to ask me twice. I'll follow you to whatever tavern you're going to.
Right. Shouldn't be very, very far.
Lead
I'll
the
lead
way.
you all there.
All right. Nice.
She does
How
want to
much-
make sure Reese came out of the like tent and like is gonna be okay. Like either milling around or going back with Gwyneth or.
He sits and talks with you for a moment. I think I'm going to stay for a bit and look at these other tents.
Mm.
Check it all out. There's a lot of stuff that way I didn't go look at, but I'm staying at the guild either way, so
I'll see you in the morning.
I'll catch up with you then.
Mm.
He walks away, but before you all are able to fully leave, I do need your passive perceptions. Really, as long as they're not super low, you're definitely good.
14?
11.
12.
14.
It's pretty far in the distance since you are near the front, but you do start to hear screams from the back of the circus.
Uh-oh.
Madden fully takes off.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
Towards
good.
the screams or away?
Yes. Yeah, he runs away.
Towards the screaming.
He's running for it.
Books it to the tavern.
Fuck that noise.
No.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Had to confirm.
Madden turns and then like immediate reaction goes.
Yeah, Jack would have not needed anything to make him want to go investigate that. But
Sure.
seeing that Madden is running in that direction, he's going to run as fast. Real fast, how much was my tab to close?
I will
Okay.
figure that out later. That was a
Alright.
lot of alcohol.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of alcohol.
Like, it sounds like a gold worth at that point.
Okay.
I think Kian will look around for any
He'd
guards.
toss 2
for
gold over his
reactions.
shoulder onto the drink cart and
Sure.
he'd be on his way.
Whoosh.
You said you're looking for the guards?
Just to see if there's any reactions going on with them.
Mm.
Before
You
following.
could give me an active perception check to look for
Active.
him.
Boo.
Yeah, an
There.
active one.
Those lazy fucking guards. Oh, okay. Just like, how do I do that?
You roll
Yes.
perception.
17.
Yeah, you see them slowly ambling out of the big top.
Mm.
The 2 other ones holding up Jeremy, and they kind of they hear the scream and kind of stop.
Mm.
Okay. They set him down on the ground and kind of start walking that way, but they are not in a hurry.
Ugh.
Wow.
Kian
Do
will
we
run.
all see that?
Disappointed.
If you're looking there, Kian.
That's true.
Can
Kian
point
was
it out.
actively trying to look for them. I think Lamb is
Yeah.
more concerned about trying to navigate through the crowd and make it to where the screaming is.
Right.
She does
Guards
not
will get
witness
there
the
when they
guards
get
being
there.
shit. Not yet. It'll happen.
It is easy enough to tell where the screams are coming from because people are starting to run from that direction.
So we're going against the current.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so Jack will go back into, acrobatic dodging, crowd maneuvering mode as he works towards the screams. And seeing that people are actively fleeing, he's going to cast Mage Armor on himself. Just to... Yeah. He's been in a bar fight or two. Like, it happens.
Madden runs in a straight line.
You fully knock a couple people down.
They can see him. They can move.
They can move.
Oh dear.
One fully spins out from being knocked into.
Lamb just calling out ahead, "Excuse us, we're coming through!"
As you can plow through this crowd as quickly as you want.
Like, Lamb
is
being
fine.
8 feet, and she's like genuinely trying to see what's going on with this emergency.
Yeah.
I think she's actually like not hunched over and trying to look for this situation. Is she able to see what's happening?
You can give me an active perception check.
I will. Oh no.
Oh,
Will.
no.
No, it's a 5 on the dice plus 4 is 9. I'm guessing no.
You can see like the people like where they're running from, but
Yeah.
you guys didn't go check out any of the other tents. You were all focused on the games, so you
Mm,
don't exactly
Guilty.
know where they are coming from.
okay. Oh, can't really see, and I'm not sure what all's on this side of the event.
Mm,
Yeah, just bulldozing forward.
Yeah.
That is okay, easy enough. As you make your way forward, you eventually can you pass a tent that says strange creatures on it.
hmm.
And
Interesting.
you can see coming out of there, there was a snap going slow, and then it, well, really fast, and stops and starts moving really slowly in front of you.
Like,
Any other creatures?
Are they afraid of the snail?
is that can't be right?
Uh,
Because, like, the snails aren't carnivorous that I witnessed.
Surely not.
Is there something else around here?
I
Or
don't.
do we need to
It,
go into the den?
I
you
guess
could
we
look in
do.
there. You could look towards like there's more open area where
Okay.
animals could have run to.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
looking around for problems.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe that
percept.
giant cat got out. Let's have a look. Can we look?
You can look. You are all welcome to look. One of
Look
you
with
can
my
look.
special
As
eyes.
many of you can look with your eyes as you want.
A 16 this time.
I look
21.
badly.
14.
Okay. So Jack is not noticing anything other than snail. Got it.
Yeah,
Right.
well, whatever natural one gets me, I think
So
I
you
add.
see that
Let me
snail.
see what I add to that. I'm pretty sure it's a
Hmm.
one,
Yeah,
but
Hmm.
yeah, it's I had a one to that.
that
Okay.
looks 100% like the snail that you bet on earlier.
Mmm.
Sheldon, good to see you
Yeah,
again.
it's Sheldon. Sheldon's on his way out. He's trying. But the others of you rolled pretty well. If you glance in the tent, there are some cages that are still filled, but there's one large one that is completely empty, and two
That
glass
doesn't sound
cages
good.
that have been shattered.
Oh no.
All right,
Oh
we've got
dear.
multiple creatures
Looks
out of
like.
cage.
And something really big. Is that cage about as big as that giant cat with the purple stripes? Or do we see that
You
critter in here?
you felt that a connection to that cat so deeply,
Mm.
and you know that that's where that cat lives.
Oh,
100% is
I
where that
think that
cat's
cat
from.
didn't want to stay in that cage. And I don't blame it, that's so small.
You can't blame them.
Oh, we've got to try and get it to calm down. It's gonna get itself hurt or somebody else.
I'm not the best at getting things to calm down. I can I can tussle, but it, calming things down is not my forte.
I might be able to speak with it, and maybe I'll be able to persuade it to go somewhere else, at least for a while.
And I'll do my best to protect you while you do. Um, I don't want to hurt the cat if we don't have to.
I'd prefer not. It seemed like it was pretty fine with its antlers earlier. I don't know what might have changed.
Hmm.
Are you all going to search for these animals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there any
Suppose
idea
so.
of what was in those glass chambers? Are there plaques with names or descriptors or I don't know?
Are you going to spend the time looking?
Oh God, Lamb wouldn't think about that. No, Lamb wouldn't think
Then
about that.
you have no idea what was in that
Nope.
glass cage.
Not a
Well,
clue.
you could assume, since there's only 3 open things, that one was probably the snallop.
Hmm.
Right. Okay.
But the other one, you have no idea.
Well, that accounts for only one of them.
Madden's on the hunt.
Nope.
Yeah.
We're hunting. We're going for critters.
Spread out.
Hooah!
Are you spreading out?
Oh no! Are you gonna
I don't
Why
know.
don't we split into pairs?
All right, yeah, that works.
Pairs might be good. All right. The two of you seem to work pretty well together. And Jack and I can
Likewise.
split up.
Madden's already moving.
Mm.
Cool, get it. Here we go.
Split the party in the notes. Okay.
Nothing bad will happen.
So
Surely.
who would love to call evens or odds for their team since you're splitting the party?
Mac's been rolling like absolute fire. Mac,
Odds.
roll your shit.
I mean, I can roll. Y'all are calling
Our
odds.
team has
We
picked
can call
odds.
evens. We can call
All
evens.
right.
Assuming that, yeah, alright, DM.
All right, I will roll.
Get it.
Okay. You wanted odds, so you have. Okay. I have written my note.
Hmm.
You split off.
Immediately bodied.
Going different directions. Matt, I want one of each of you to give me a survival check for looking for where animal went.
Yeah, I can handle that.
What are you doing with that, Kian?
+4.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
17.
21.
Nice.
We're
All
killing.
right. Then you guys are easily on the hunt. Kian and Madden, you end up. Kian, you easily point out tiger tracks on the ground and start following them.
Those look like tiger tracks.
Mhm. And
Not what I
Jack,
would expect I was doing tonight.
no, not normally, no. But Jack, you catch on to the sound of wings and start following those.
We're looking for animals.
Mhm. And
Usually after a night of drinking, I'm not looking for tigers, looking for cougars. But
Why would you need to find big cats in the wild after a night of drinking?
because sometimes you need a night with a wildcat.
Somewhere
I'll
in the
take your
distance,
word for
Madden
it.
laughs. If only they were together.
he
If
felt it in
only.
his soul.
He's like,
I've never
something,
spent time
something
talking with a
funny
wild
happened.
cat. I might have to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
There's
But-
seems to be wing beats that way.
Oh, oi. Okay.
And as Madden and Kian, you enter the clearing with the bonfire, you see that striped purple tiger prowling around. And Jack and Lamb, you come up on a flock of flying coral snakes heading out of the circus from a different
That's
direction.
That's a bad thing.
Red
to have
on
out of the
yellow?
cage.
Do I recognize that that coral snakes are elapids and that they're highly venomous and that they're
Red on yellow, you're a dead fellow. I know that. My dad's taught me that.
You can roll to know.
these were a new world species.
You can't call none of that shit here. It's magic land.
Everything's
No, we have
allowed.
popcorn.
Do
here.
bright
Popcorn-
pink
we
snails
already have
exist?
popcorn and peanuts. We can't do that. So
Right.
No, everything exists
You
that I
damn
just
right.
said exists.
all right. No, I can. Oh, snakes. Yeah, that I don't know how. I don't have a thing. What do you want me to do? Like I stand in awe of flying snakes.
Oh,
Flying
as you guys
tricolored
are
snakes.
Are they
entering
just-
and seeing these, this is where we are going to stop. So you can think
Ah.
about what you're doing with your snakes.
They're
It's
just
like, what
flying
do I
around.
do when we find it, man?
But that is where we are going to end for today. So thank you all so much for watching. We are going to do our giveaway.
Oh!
Jillian has
Right.
that pulled up.
Uh-oh!
Okay.
We should have
Let's
had a
see
good
who.
few entries come in.
Yeah, we
Hopefully.
got a good handful of people using the secret codes.
Lovely.
All
Good,
right,
good.
let's go ahead and draw a winner.
Let's
Ooh.
do it.
Come on, come on.
Boop.
Drum roll. The longest drawing ever.
Don't worry about it. Don't. Hey
No,
guys, don't.
Drum solo!
as it's being drawn,
Yes.
I will do all the things. If you want to check us out on social media, you can look for us under the Dice Cult on what are we on? Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, Twitter if people still use it. You can join us on Discord to chat with us off stream. You can hang out with all of us on Mondays for the game that Jillian runs, where she's going to try to kill us all in a couple weeks as we face a really terrible cultist.
Who
Who
wants to end all
honestly
life on
is
the world.
right, but needs to be killed.
Is right, but also is dead.
Yeah.
Imminently.
Honestly, it will be dead no matter what.
Whatever happens,
No matter what,
he's going to be
he
dead.
dies. It just depends
And
how
like,
many people
he
are
kind
coming
of
with him.
wins no matter what that way, and that just makes me mad.
He never loses, is the thing. He dies, and he's okay with it. He's really good
Well,
with it.
He's
I
gonna
don't
be happy
like
no matter
that.
what.
But I have our winner.
Oh?
Real drum roll.
And our winner is Amy Mosley. I don't know who you are, but congratulations to you.
Hooray! Congratulations!
We will get you in contact with Katie, and you'll get some beautiful dice.
I will
Thank
send
you
you
all for
these
playing.
beautiful dice.
It'll be a beautiful time.
It will be. That you can catch us again for what happens with this tiger and these snakes in 2 weeks on the 26th. And until then,
After Christmas.
after Christmas. What a beautiful Christmas gift for everybody.
It's an extra present just for you cultists. Make
Just
it
for y'all.
big.
But thank you all for dropping by, and we will see you again soon. Good night.
Thanks for
Night.
joining us, cultists.